Hello students, welcome back to another class for English. Students, do you remember what we have seen in the last class? Yes, we have seen chapter 2, the 3 questions. And in this video we are going to see the continuation of that lesson part 2 from page 31 to 33. In this lesson we are going to look at chapter 2 part 2 from page 31 to 33. So let's move on. Summary of part 1. So what we have seen in the previous class, let's have a quick look of it. The 3 question, this story was written by Leo Tolstoy, and there was a king with 3 questions on his mind. So students, do you remember what are those 3 questions? Can anyone say those 3 questions? Yes, we will see. The first question is, what is the right time to begin everything? Who were the right people to listen to? What was the most important thing to do? These are the 3 questions that the king he has on his mind. எல்லாவற்றையும் தொடங்க சரியான நேரம் எது? யார் மிகவும் அவசியமானவர்கள்? செய்ய வேண்டிய மிக முக்கியமான வேலை என்ன? Okay, these are the 3 questions that the king had on his mind, and he strongly believed that if he found answer for these 3 questions, he would never fail in anything. He can become a good king. So he sent his messengers throughout his kingdom and proclaimed a large sum of money to anyone who would answer his questions. So who came? Many learned men came to the king and they gave different answers. The king was not satisfied with the answer, so he did not give any reward to anyone. Finally the king decides to visit a hermit. Okay, so who is a hermit? As we have seen in the last class, a person who lives away from people for religious reasons. In Tamil, do you know the meaning in Tamil? Hermit means Turavi. So the king visits the hermit. The hermit only receives the ordinary man. So the king dressed like an ordinary man and he visits him. As the king came near to the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. The king asked his 3 questions, but the hermit did not answer him. The hermit was just listening to the king, but he did not give any answers. While it was happening, they saw a bearded man running towards them. He was heavily wounded and there was a heavy blood flow from his stomach. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. So now the king was helping him by dressing his wounds and giving him water, and with the help of the hermit, they were carried the wounded man into the hermit's hut. So after they made the man to lie on the bed. So that's all we have seen in the last class. Now let's continue our lesson. Let's see what happened next and who is the bearded man. And let's see whether the king received his answer or not. Okay students, let's move on. Now all of you open your book to page number 31. Page number 31. So let's continue in reading last line from page 30. So the king with the hermit's help carried the wounded man into the hut, page 31, and laid him on the bed. Lying on the bed, the man closed his eyes and was quiet. But the king was so tired from his walk and from the work he had done that he crouched down on the threshold and also fell asleep so soundly that he slept all through the short summer night. Okay, so now the king and the sage, they were carried the man and they made the man to lie down on the bed for rest. So now the king also, he was very tired. He was traveling from long distance and all the day he was working, he was helping the hermit, and now he was just laying down on the floor, and the king also went to sleep. He had a good sleep soundly. He was sleeping very deep, and he had a peaceful sleep on that night. Let's see what happened next para. When he woke in the morning, it was long before he could remember where he was and who was the strange bird man lying on the bed and gazing intently at him with shining eyes. So as the king was tired, he slept very well, and the next morning when he wake up, first he could not understand where he was and what was happening there. Later on he could remember. Okay, and he was let's see what happened. The king saw the beard man. He was lying on the bed. So after that, next para. Forgive me, said the beard man in a weak voice, when he saw that the king was awake and was looking at him. Okay, now this king was looking at the beard man. Suddenly this beard man, he was asking something to the king. What did he ask? He asked, forgive me, in a weak voice. Okay, ரொம்ப ஒரு சோர்ந்து போன அவனோட குரல் மூலம் அந்த ராஜா கிட்ட என்னை மன்னிச்சிருங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்குறான். Now the king did not understand anything. Okay, he was saying, I do not know you, and you have nothing to forgive. Sorry, I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you for, said the king. Now the king is saying, you have done nothing wrong. Why are you asking for my forgiveness? நீ எதுவுமே பண்ணல, எதுக்கு என்கிட்ட மன்னிப்பு கேட்குற அப்படின்னு அந்த கிங் கேட்குறாரு. And then the man said, let's read. You do not know me, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours. So who is that beard man? He is the enemy of the king, who sought to revenge himself on you because you executed his brother and seized his property. I knew you had gone alone to see the hermit, and I resolved to kill you, and you were back. But the day passed and you did not return, so I came out from my ambush. Next part. You and came upon your bodyguard, and they recognized me and wounded me. I escaped from them, but should have bled to death, and had you not dressed my wound. I wished to kill you, and you have saved my life. Now if I live, and if you wish it, I will serve you as your most faithful slave, and will bid my sons do the same. Forgive me. Okay, so here the beard man was confessing something. He was saying that who he is and why did he come there. He was just confessing it, and he was saying that, king, you don't know me, but I know you. I know that you are a king, and I even know that you are coming to meet the hermit. Actually, we are enemies. Actually, the man was saying that this king was the enemy of the man, and he was saying he has come to kill the king. Why he came? Because once he was narrating the incident which was happened before. He was saying that you killed my brother and seized my property. ஒரு வாட்டி இந்த கிங் வந்து அவரோட அந்த பேர்ட் மேனோட தம்பியை கொலை செய்து அவருடைய ப்ராப்பர்ட்டியை கைப்பற்றினார். ஸோ திஸ் மேன் வாண்டட் டு டேக் ரிவெஞ்ச். ஸோ திஸ் மேன் பிளான் டு கில் த king on his way back. But what happened? The king's bodyguard, they recognized that man and they severely wounded this man. So now the man is confessing, I wish to kill you, but you have saved my life. நான் உங்களை கொலை பண்ண நினச்சி ஆனால் நீங்கள் என்னோட உயிரை காப்பாற்றிட்டீங்க. So now he was saying, I will serve you as your most faithful slave. நான் என்னோட உயிர் இருக்கிறது வரைக்கும் உங்களோட ஒரு உண்மையான ஒரு அடிமையாக நான் வாழ விரும்புகிறேன். நான் மட்டும் இல்லை, என்னோட வாரிசுகள், என்னோட பையன்கிட்டையும் நான் சொல்லுவேன், என்னோட தலைமுறை முழுவதும் நான் உங்களுக்கு அடிமையாக இருப்பேன் அப்படின்னு அந்த bearded man வந்து சொல்கிறாரு. Next para. The king was very glad to have made peace with his enemy so easily and to have gained him for a friend. And he not only forgave him, but said he would send his servants and his own physician to attend him and promised to restore his property. Okay, so now on hearing the confession, the king was so happy, and he not only he forgave, but he promised him to give back the property. Okay, and also he said that he will send his servants and his own doctor to look after him, and they became so friends. The king was so happy. Next, having taken leave of the wounded man, the king went out into the porch and looked around for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to beg an answer to the questions he had put. The hermit was outside on his knees sowing seeds in the bed that had been dug the day before. So now after after both were compromised, this king wanted to meet the hermit. So he was just going and search for the hermit, and he found the hermit was staying outside. He was standing outside. He was just kneeling down, முட்டங்கால் போட்டு. The day yesterday they were digging the ground, so on that place he was sowing the seed. He was ready to plant. And the king approached him and said, "For the last time I pray you to answer my question, wise man." கடைசி வாட்டி நான் கேட்குறேன், என்னோட கொஸ்டினுக்கு எப்படியாவது ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு அந்த வைஸ் அந்த சேஜ் அந்த ஹெர்மிட் கிட்ட இந்த கிங் வந்து கேட்குறாரு. லெட்ஸ் மூவ் ஆன் டு நெக்ஸ்ட் பேஜ் நம்பர் 32. reply. The hermit said, "You have already been answered," said the hermit, still crouching on his thin legs and looking up at the king who stood before him. Okay, now the hermit was saying, "You have உனக்கு தான் ஆல்ரெடி ஆன்சர் கிடைச்சிட்டே" அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாரு. அண்ட் அவர் அந்த முட்டங்கால் போட்டு அந்த சீட் சோ பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தார்ல, அது மாதிரியே அந்த பொசிஷன்லேயே அந்த நின்றுட்டு இருக்கிற கிங்கை வந்து பார்க்குறாரு. "How answered? What do you mean?" asked the king. எப்படி என்ன ஆன்சர், எனக்கு எதுவுமே புரியலையே அப்படின்னு அவர் ரிப்ளை பண்ணுறாரு. "Do you not see?" replied the hermit. "If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, but had gone your way, the man would have attacked you, and you would have wished you had stayed with me. So the important time was when you were digging the beds, and I was the most important man, and to do me good was the most important business." Okay students, now he was explaining the answer. He was saying, yesterday while you were நீ வந்து என்னை பார்க்கும்போது என்னை பார்த்து பாவப்பட்ட, என்னை பார்த்து நீ பாவப்படாமல் இருந்து எனக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாமல் நீ வந்து திரும்ப போயிருந்தன்னா நீ வந்து அந்த wounded man, அந்த bearded man கிட்ட நீ மாட்டியிருப்ப. அந்த மேன் வந்து உன்னை வந்து கொன்றிருப்பான். பட் you had pitied on me and you helped me. So here is the answer. So the most important time was you were digging the beds. And who was the important person? Me. நான் தான் அந்த important person. And what was the important job to be done? That doing good to others. Okay, so it was still confusing the king. Let's see next. "Afterwards, when that man ran to us, the most important time was when you were attending to him. For if you had not bound up his wounds, he would have died without made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business." Okay, so he was saying that another thing was there, இன்னும் ஒன்று இருக்குது. And yesterday you have helped the man, that was the good thing. If you did not help the man, he might have died without ask peace with you. உங்ககிட்ட மன்னிப்பு, உங்ககிட்ட சமாதானம் கோராமலே அந்த மனிதன் வந்து செத்துருப்பான். But you have helped him and you have saved his life. So that was the most important thing that you do, and it was the most important time that you have helped him, and he was the most important man. Okay, let's see next. Last para. Remember then, there is only one time that is important, is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time when we have any power. The most necessary person is the one with whom you are, for no man knows whether he will ever have dealings with anyone else. And the most important affair is to do that person good, because for that purpose alone was man sent into this life. Okay, so this paragraph is very very important, and here he explains very clearly. Okay, so first question, what is the important time to begin everything? Okay, that means the answer is now, present. Okay, எது தொடங்குறதுனாலும் அது இப்போவே தொடங்கணும். ரைட் டைம் இஸ் நவ், பிகாஸ் இப்போ தான் நமக்கு அது செய்யக்கூடிய பவர் இருக்குது. வி டோன்ட் நோ த ஃப்யூச்சர், ஃப்யூச்சரில் என்ன நடக்கும்னு தெரியாது. ஸோ வி கேனாட் believe the future. Whatever you do, you believe now itself and you start now itself. Okay, so the answer is present. And next, the question is, who were the most necessary people? And the most necessary people is the one who is with you now. உங்ககிட்ட இப்போ இருக்கிற பக்கத்தில் இருக்கிற யாரோ, யாரை நீ மீட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறியோ யாரோ, அவங்க தான் உனக்கு இப்போ இம்பார்ட்டண்டான மோஸ்ட் நெசசரி பீப்புள்ஸ். And the most important, next question, and what was the most important thing to do? நாம் இப்போ செய்ய வேண்டிய மிக முக்கியமான வேலை என்னது? அந்த யார் உங்ககிட்ட இருக்காங்களோ, எந்த பர்சன் உங்ககிட்ட இருக்காங்களோ அந்த பர்சனுக்கு நல்லது செய்கிறது. ஓகே, டூயிங் குட், do that person good is the main and important purpose that we have to accomplish. Okay, so the most important business is to do that the person good, because we were sent into this world for that purpose only. God sent us everyone to this world to do good others. That is the thing that we have seen in this lesson. So if you have a question, what is the purpose of our life? The purpose of our life is to do good for others. Students, do you understand the lesson? I hope you have understood. Let's revise once more time. So what is the right time to begin something? Present time. Second question, who is the most important person to listen to? Companion, with whom you are. நீ யார் கூட இப்போ இருக்கிறியோ அவங்க தான் உனக்கு இம்பார்ட்டண்டான பர்சன். And what was the most job to be done? Do good to others. So this is all for today. We have finished the lesson. Now let's move on to book exercises. Page number 33. Page number 33. So the question is in page number 32. Read and answer. Arrange the events on the next page in the sequence in which they occur in the story. One has been done for you. Okay, so you have to arrange these sentences in order. So first one is H. A king wanted the answer to 3 questions that he considered important. H is first one. So second sentence, C. Different people gave different answers, but the king was not satisfied with the answers. Okay, next, third one. F. The king decided to go to a wise hermit to seek his answers. So what is fourth answer? J. On reaching the hermit's hut, the king saw that the hermit was digging the ground outside the hut. The king offered to help him. Okay, students, do by yourself. You have to read and arrange in order. Let's see the answer. H is first, C is second, F is third, J is fourth, D is fifth, I is sixth, B is 7, E is 8, A is 9, and G is 10. These are the answer. You have to fill it there. Read after fill it. Okay, first read the sentences, then fill the answers. Okay, students, if you have finished, let's move on to write our classwork. So open your classwork note. Let's write the next question in reference to context. Page number 33, fourth question. Open your classwork note. Second question. There is a line from the lesson. Now if I live, and if you wish it, I will serve you as your most faithful slave, and will bid my sons to do the same. Forgive me. Okay, who said these lines? Who is the speaker? Yes, it was said by the wounded man, the bearded man. Let's see the answer. Why is the speaker so grateful? ஏன் ரொம்ப ஒரு நன்றி உள்ள உணர்வோடு அந்த ஸ்பீக்கர் இதை பேசினாரு? Does the listener forgive the speaker? Why? Okay, who is the listener? Yes, we know the king was the listener. And does the king forgive the man? Let's see the answer. After these lines are spoken, another promise is made. What does this tell us about the listener? Okay, so after they have said, the king gave some promises. Let's see what is that. So write the answers now. Why is the speaker so grateful? The speaker is so grateful because the king saved his life. Next, does the listener forgive the speaker? Why? The listener forgives the speaker because the king is glad to have made peace with his enemy. Next, after these lines are spoken, another promise is made. What does this tell us about the listener? The king then promises to help the wounded man in every way. This shows that the king is compassionate, wise, and just. Okay, these are the answers for these 3 questions. Write it down, write neatly. So in the previous class you have written first question in the reference to context. So this is the second question. Write today's date. Don't forget to write the date. So students, read with me. Read the first question. Why is the speaker so grateful? Read the answer. The speaker is so grateful because the king saved his life. Next, does the listener forgive the speaker? Why? The listener forgives the speaker because the king is glad to have made peace with his enemy. Read next question. After these lines are spoken, another promise is made. What does this tell us about the listener? The king then promises to help the wounded man in every way. This shows that the king is compassionate, wise, and just. The king promised to give back his property, and also he promised to send his servants and his own doctor to look after the men. That was the promise made by the king. This question is in your book, page number 33. If you have any doubt, you can refer there. Okay students, if you have finished, let's move on to answer the questions briefly. Answer the following. Answer the questions briefly. First question. What were the 3 questions that the king wanted answers to? Okay, you have to write the 3 questions. Let's see the answer. What is the right time to begin everything? Second question. Who are the right people to listen to? Next one. What was the most important thing to do? So these are the 3 questions. Let's see the second question. Why did the king go to the hermit who lived in the woods? Why did he, the king, wear simple clothes? Okay students, so who lived in the woods? Woods means forest. Answer. The king went to the hermit who lived in the woods to seek answers to his question. He wore simple clothes and left his horse and bodyguard before visiting the hermit because the hermit received none but common folk. One more question you have to write. So students, read with me. First question. What were the 3 questions that the king wanted answers to? Answer. First one, what is the right time to begin everything? Next, who were the right people to listen to? And then, what was the most important thing to do? Write neatly. And the second question, why did the king go to the hermit who lived in the woods? Why did he wear simple clothes? The king went to the hermit who lived in the woods to seek answers to his question. He wore simple clothes and left his horse and bodyguard before visiting the hermit because the hermit received none but common folk. Okay, common folk means ordinary people. The hermit will receive only the ordinary people, so the king dressed like an ordinary man. Students, write neatly. Let's see next question. Third question. Why did the king help the hermit and the bearded man who was wounded? Why did the king help them? Let's see. The king helped the bearded man and the hermit because it was the right thing to do. Very simple answer. Why did the king help the hermit and the bearded man who was wounded? The king helped the bearded man and the hermit because it was the right thing to do. அதுதான் சரியான செயல். அவங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறது தான் சரியான செயல். So he did it. So your classwork is finished here. If you have completed, open to homework site. Let's check the homework. Write it down fast. Let's check the homework. Answers for previous homework. Fill in the blanks. Students, most of you have wrote the right answer, but some of you made some mistakes, so you check the answers now. A king wanted the answers to dash questions that he considered important. 3 questions. The king decided to go to a wise hermit to seek his answers. The hermit lived in a wood which he never quitted and received none but common folk. When the king approached, the hermit was digging the ground in front of his hut. The bearded man came running to the hut. He was bleeding a lot. Okay, these are the answers, and there was some synonyms. Check the answer, write the correct spellings. Let's see today's homework. Study the classwork. What are the things that you have written today, you have to study that one and answer the questions briefly. Write this question in your homework note. What were the 3 questions that the king wanted answers to? Why did the king go to the hermit who lived in the woods? Why did he wear simple clothes? Okay, these are the 2 questions that you have to answer. First, study the classwork. That is very, very important. And then you have to write answer for these questions. Okay, students, that is all for today, and we will wind up here. We will meet soon with next lesson in next video. Until then, take care. Thank you.